What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Saffel, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Monday Night Raw review for August the 29th, 2016. Holy shit! That ending, man, was just, oh my god. I do really want to talk about the ending, like, really badly. Like, really badly. The Fatal 4-Way match was awesome. But I'll get to that in a minute because I have to talk about the beginning of the show and I have to start and go all my way through like I usually do. So I don't want to fuck around, man. Let's get straight into the show. First off, we're going to start with the... they had a little sit-down interview kind of thing. All four of the participants in the match, Roman Reigns, Big Cass, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens, all sat down alongside Corey Graves. And pretty much they had an interview with each other, telling each other, oh, what do you think about the match, and, you know, what's your head like going into this? And Seth tried to get talk for a bit. However, he donated some of his time to Kevin Owens, and the crowd was just fully behind him during the segment. And he was talking shit, pretty much saying how he's going to win and all that. And then Big Cass, you know, said, hey, I might be new, but I might have a go at this. And, you know, Owens is talking shit about all that stuff as well. And pretty much Jericho was there. It's like, oh, are you buying all of Jericho's lines to talk, mate, and all that stuff. So that was a bit of a zinger there. And he called himself the biggest dog in the room, which is a bit interesting. I don't know how Roman's going to think about that. So they go to Roman and say, alright, what's your thoughts about this? Doesn't say a word, just hits Kevin Owens in the face, and then there's a big brawl going on. Roman Reigns is standing tall, and all that. So yeah, great opening segment to the start of Raw. It really set up the big Fatal 4-Way match, elimination match later on the night. And yeah, it was very good. And I'll talk about that at the end of the review. So right after that, we had Neville versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho had an interview in gorilla position with one of the interviewers, and he's pretty much talked about how Neville will be feeling the gift of Jericho. Now he's going to drink it in, man. And so the match started, and pretty much Jericho was being a huge coward in this match for some reason. He was like, when he was turning around on the outside, he turned around to see Neville because he was arguing with some fans. And he was like, dude, don't hit me and all that. And then there's also another bit where he starts hiding behind the referee for some reason, which was really weird. But in the end, Jericho hit a lion tamer, which is pretty much the walls of Jericho, but like their back is more stretching a bit more, like their whole body is kind of twisted a little bit, and pretty much Neville can't handle it. He taps out, and Jericho wins in a pretty good match. So yeah, don't know if it's going to lead to Jericho or Neville in the future. I don't know what Jericho's going to do going forward, probably team with Owens or something. As for Neville, maybe they could have a bit of a feud, who knows. Then we get to Bayley walking backstage. She runs into the New Day and she gets really happy and all that, and pretty much saying, oh, congrats on being on the main roster and all that stuff. And then Dana Brooke appears and pretty much talking about how Bayley got lucky last week and all that kind of stuff. And how she also says that Gallows and Anderson is going to have to deal with the New Day and all that. But New Day and Bayley just party anyway because that's what they do. It's the most positive team in wrestling history. So right after that, we get a Nia Jax squash match against some bitch. And of course, just like all of her matches, she just eats her up and destroys her, which I think they're going to have to give her a feud eventually. I don't think right now. Maybe give her like a match against an actual diva on Clash of Champions. Alicia Fox, maybe. Is Alicia Fox on Raw or on SmackDown? I think she's on Raw. So, yeah, Alicia Fox isn't doing anything, so just feed her to her or something like that. So, yeah, good job, Nia Jax. Keep it up. Then we get to Gallows and Anderson in front of a green screen, and it shows a retirement home in the background. And they say that they're no longer doctors, and pretty much they now work in a retirement home. And it's the old leisure department or something like that. It pretty much spelt out old fart. And they're talking about how they retired the Dudley boys and how they're living here and like they like to watch 3D television, wink wink and all that. and how they used to be in their glory days, and how they're going to put the New Day's reign as tag team champions in there as well. And so they're going to say that their nurse Dana Brooke is going to help us along the way, and pretty much Dana Brooke is wearing nothing but a nurse shirt, so she low-key wants to be a porn star. So yeah, right after that we get Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal, and of course the legend himself, Jinder Mahal, has a match, and Sami Zayn wins with the Helluva Kick. Did you really think Jinder Mahal was going to win? I mean, I find it so weird that Jinder Mahal, of all fucking people, gets another shot on the main roster. But hey, I guess he's there to get squashed. Nah, I don't know what he's there for, you know. He should bring back the Great Khali as his manager. Remember, there was a while ago where he teamed up with Great Khali, like when he was just getting started in 2011. But I don't think that's going to happen. Don't bring back the Great Khali. Terrible idea. Don't listen to me, WWE, on that one. But then, as soon as after that happens, we get the New Day and Bayley versus Dana Brooke, Luke Gallows, and Karl Anderson in a 6-person tag team match. Of course, throughout this is a pretty alright match. So Kofi and Big E did their stomps in the corner and all that on Gallows or Anderson during that match, and then pretty much it was weird because Charlotte was also on commentary as well, and like when they came back from commercial break during one of the matches, they were staring like into the camera, and which was opposite to the ring, so it looks like they're not even looking at the match at all. It looked really silly. But yeah, Kofi pretty much, remember at SummerSlam where he did that thing where he jumps up and he just goes into his opponent? Yeah, so he goes backwards like that, and Bayley, it's a Bayley the Belly to get the win, and New Day and Bayley celebrate as Charlotte just looks on like, because it's going to be Charlotte versus Bayley for the women's title at Clash of Champions. Sasha Banks is currently injured, I'm pretty sure, which is, I think, is why she dropped the belt to Charlotte at SummerSlam. However, it's not going to be anything too serious, and she'll be back soon. So, yeah, thank God that she's not hurt permanently. And, yeah, very excited for Charlotte and Bayley on the main roster. And I think Gallows and Anderson is going to get a Clash of Champions. I feel like this is going to be the night where they finally win the belts. As soon as that finishes, we get to Cesaro versus Sheamus. It is match 2 in their best out of 7 series. And, pretty much during this match, it was pretty damn good. Still, the chemistry is there between these two. But one spot in particular I noticed is pretty much they were on the outside, and Sheamus hits a back body drop into the LED post, which looked really, really bad. It looked like it really hurts Cesaro. Not too bad, but, you know, getting thrown into a post, let alone the new big giant LED post, would hurt a lot. So as soon as that happened, Sheamus hit the cloverleaf, which hit him with the cloverleaf, which is like his submission hold. Cesaro can't handle it anymore, and Sheamus wins the second round. So I think in their third match, Sheamus is going to win again, I'm pretty sure, and then Cesaro's going to come back with a bunch of free wins, and then they're going to have a big rubber match sometime down the line. Don't know when, probably at a pay-per-view or whatever. Maybe at Hell in a Cell, and their final match will be a Hell in a Cell match. I think, alright. But I'm pretty sure the winner of this Best Out of 7 series will go on to have a championship match in the future, which is good. Maybe world title match against the Universal Champion. So I think Cesaro winning would be awesome, and then he can finally have that big main event push that we've been demanding for a while. So yeah, Sheamus wins, and that's that. And then we get to a tribute video package to Mr. Fuji, who unfortunately passed away yesterday. He was a pretty big manager in the 80s, and was a wrestler beforehand. He was in a tag team, I'm pretty sure. He was managing Demolition, I do remember, which was really, really cool. And he also managed Yokozuna during his run as WWF champion, and he would always used to throw salt in opponents' eyes, which I thought was cool as a heel manager. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Fuji, for everything you've done, and for being one of the best managers of the 80s era, where managers were just everywhere and were just the best. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Fuji, and may you rest in peace. Then we get to Braun Strowman as he takes on the greatest luchador of our time. We get a miracle, which is just incredible. Just he comes out, he's wearing like an American mask and all that, and so Byron Saxton asks, "Why are you doing this for as usual?" And it's like, "Well, I want to face Braun," and all that. It was pretty shit, but of course Braun takes him out with the reverse chokeslam and wins easily. And then as soon as that happens, we get Stephanie McMahon calling out Paul Heyman after Brock Lesnar hit the F5 on Shane McMahon. And so Stephanie's not that happy that Shane's hurt, even though they're on competing brands, because they're family and all that. And so Paul Heyman comes out. They get ECW chants, which I thought was interesting. And Stephanie says, "I bought that shit in 2001. So that was quite funny. And then CM Punk chants, but no one gave a shit about that. Like, seriously, enough with the CM Punk chant. Like, save them for when he fights at UFC 203, you know, against Mickey Gall, you know, because that will make a lot more sense, in my opinion. And Stephanie McMahon pretty much asked him to pay the whopping $500 fine, which is so much money to Paul Heyman, to Brock Lesnar. And so pretty much when he gets out all this big sum of cash, and he just throws them one by one, up $100 note, $200 note, $300, $400, $500, and as soon as he gets all $500 in there, Stephanie gets all the other money and just kicks it out of the ring, and pretty much makes fun of Heyman and pretty much buries him on the microphone like she does to everyone. But, you know, Paul Heyman stands on his own because that's what he does best, and he said, "I sincerely apologize." And pretty much Stephanie's like, "Apology accepted," walks off, and then we see Paul Heyman smiling. So we know this isn't going to be the end of it. Brock Lesnar is going to have something down the line. Maybe Brock versus Shane McMahon. Don't want to see that at WrestleMania, honestly. I'd rather see that like a Survivor Series or maybe a Royal Rumble or something like that. But yeah, Brock versus Shane could be very interesting, or it could lead to something else. Maybe like the McMahons find someone to face Brock Lesnar at a match in the future, and that's what happens. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff between Stephanie McMahon and Paul Heyman, and I'm very eager to see where Brock is going to play in this. You know, is he going to face a McMahon? We're just going to have to wait and see in the future. As soon as that happens, we get to Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil. Does anyone really care? Not really. I think Darren Young or Titus O'Neil won. I don't really... Shows you how much I care about. I'm pretty sure Darren Young won. He throws out... Darren Young throws out Titus O'Neil after to celebrate. But of course, Titus has to get out at the end and lay him out with the... I forgot what his finishing move was. Something like a sit-out kind of thing. Sit-out slam kind of thing. And yeah, the Titus, the dirty heel, has to walk away from the losing. So yeah, I don't give a shit about this feud. Let's move on to the main stuff that I really want to talk about, and that is the final match of this show, the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Big Cass, and Kevin fucking Owens. And holy shit, this was a damn good match, and for a second, I had a feeling that Big Cass might win the Universal Championship. He had a big stare down with Roman Reigns. I'm pretty sure Vince got a big stiffy when he saw that. And, you know, Big Cass pretty much, you know, booted Roman's head off and both men got flung over the top rope. And everyone did the big dive and all that. And Big Cass was looking pretty damn strong, but there was a frog splash to Big Cass that ended up getting him eliminated. So, yeah, at least Cass looked pretty cool in that match anyway. So, of course, Superman punches. There were so many Superman punches Roman Reigns was delivering tonight. So it's down to Roman, Seth Rollins, and KO. And so he's Superman punching everyone, but it got reversed into a Falcon Arrow, which was cool. Pretty much, I think Rollins tried to jump in midair, but he catched him with a Superman punch, but Rollins kicked out. Then KO got hit with a Superman punch, got kicked out. Pop a powerbomb into a Superman punch. There were so many Superman punches. And then he reversed into like a sit-out powerbomb by Roman Reigns. Got a kick out on that. He speared Seth Rollins on the And then, he speared Seth Rollins on the outside, and I'm like, oh dear. And then, out of the fucking blue, Triple H decides to show up, because why not? Hey, why not Triple H show up? And I'm like, what the fuck? Because we have not seen him since WrestleMania, where he lost the championship to Roman Reigns. I know it's the WWE World title, and that's on SmackDown, but still, it makes sense for Triple H to go after Roman Reigns, because he lost the title to him. So he lays him out with pedigree, rolls him back in the ring, rolls Rollins back into the ring. Rollins gets the cover, 1, 2, 3, and Roman is eliminated, and we're just like, oh shit, it's down to Rollins and Owens. And I got fucking hyped because, I wonder what's going to happen. And it looks like Triple H is going to help out Rollins. And then as soon as he turns around, he nails Seth Rollins with a pedigree. He gets Kevin Owens over him. 1, 2, 3. And Kevin Owens wins the WWE Universal Championship. Oh my fucking god. What? And so KO's holding the title, and just Rollins is down on the ground. Triple H is loving it. It's like, you better respect him, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, oh my god, that was insane. And just Seth, I think it's a good indication Seth has to turn face. There's no way in hell that Rollins can continue being a heel after being betrayed by Triple H, the man who helped him get to the top and all that, and then pretty much getting replaced by someone else. There is no way in hell Seth Rollins can be a heel. He has to be a face. He has to. And I think it's about time he turns into a face, because I feel like Rollins is going to be even more over than he already was as a heel, because he gets to show more flips, the crowd gets to have a bit of sympathy towards him, and all that stuff. So I feel like next week on Raw, Seth is going to come out and just be furious at Triple H, and of course furious at Kevin Owens for becoming the Universal Champion. And that's going to set up a match between them at Clash of Champions, Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal title. Oh my god, that's going to be crazy. And I hope the storyline is pretty cool, because right now the seeds that have been planted for the storyline are really, really fucking good. So this is it for this Raw. Throughout the most of the show was pretty standard, quite good, decent than other Raws. And then that last match happened and just skyrocketed to amazement. Oh my god. Congratulations to Kevin Owens. I've supported him for a while. So happy he made it to the WWE. All of these people like Jim Cornette and everyone else says, oh, Kevin Owens is never going to make it to the WWE. He's too fat. He can't make it. Well, he's Universal Champion. He's the top star in Raw, so fuck you. So that was awesome to see. And, I'm just so happy that Kevin Owens is on top, man. And, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts on this Raw. And do you think Kevin Owens deserves the Universal Championship? And what do you think is going to happen at Clash of Champions going forward? And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button, boy! I'm glad you did. Twitter and Instagram is at JackmanLowell31. If you want to check me out there, check out the Bullshit Club members, Mr. Edge TV and the 5 Bag. Their links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the Kevin Owens era, and I'll see you guys later. And I am out in 3, 2, 1.